That happens all the time. Welcome inside the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. Mr. Iverson, we got to ask you, just close your eyes. You may need to flip the channel for a second. Today is the practice episode. We are all about practice because that is how your Bethune-Cookman men's and women's basketball teams have put themselves in a position right now to head to Norfolk, Virginia as one of the top seeds in the 2019 MEAC basketball tournament. I'm Nolan Alexander, your host for today, and we are on the floor at historic Moore Gymnasium as we get a look at the men's and the women's teams, an inside look at how they get better each and every day, and so much to bring you today. A new member of the men's basketball staff, Denver Cobb, has made a homecoming to Daytona Beach. The former teammate of Ryan Ritter collegiately at Embry-Riddle University is back in a new role as the Director of Player Development for the Wildcats, and boy has he made a difference in 2018 and 2019. And here at BCU, we feature some of the best shooters and the best passers in all of the MEAC. On the ladies' side, Angel Golden, we've talked about her sometime. You've seen her play 26 20-point games in her career. The defending MEAC Player of the Year is able to shoot anywhere on the floor, no matter if the defenders are back or they're all up in your face. We ask her, how are you able to shoot when you have a defender in that eye right in your face? She gives us a great example. She's going to walk us through on the floor of how she creates space. On the men's side, Malik Maitland is one of the best passers in the MEAC. He finds the open man, whether it's the bigs down on the blocks or those guards open on the wings and the corners. Malik finds the open Wildcat, and we find out from him how he's able to stay ahead of the game when he's on offense. And we'll wrap it up with a look from Tadarius Abrams of the Cat Eye Network of Bethune-Cookman's women's and men's basketball sweep of Florida A&M on the road. It's all coming up today, a jam-packed episode, practice style, of the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider.
The dance starts here. The 2019 MEAC basketball tournament is back at Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. It's 6 days of non-stop action as your favorite MEAC men's and women's basketball teams battle it out on the court for the right to play in the big dance. Get your tickets today at MEACHoops.com, member institutions and Ticketmaster. March 11th through the 16th at Scope Arena as the road to the big dance goes through Norfolk.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game, they're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
And welcome back inside the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider as we walk the floor with one of the newest Wildcats. It's our Director of Player Development, Denver Cobb. Denver, you're in a new position here at Bethune-Cookman. Tell us, what all does it entail?
Yeah, Director of Player Development, kind of slash defensive coordinator. Really two big things we're doing is trying to help our guys individually get better, and on the defensive side of the ball, just really help them with our scheme and our game plan.
So how does your defensive background fit in with Coach Ritter's philosophy? You just came from Texas Tech, an Elite Eight run for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Ryan's a tough dude, and so we were pretty tough at Tech, and then we just really wanted to bring in that discipline and aggressiveness over here, so it fit really well with just kind of his personality.
So I know there's also a big film breakdown for what you do defensively. How many hours do you sit there and watch game film?
Yeah, it all depends. I spend a lot of time in there, spend a lot of time at home doing the same thing, but yeah, it's a lot of time.
Do you like the nitty-gritty part of it?
Love it. We just want to make sure there's no stone left unturned and try and just not be surprised when the game comes.
So you've got a history with Coach Ritter. These two balled out at nearby Embry-Riddle University. Was it difficult for him to lure you away from Texas Tech? What was the relationship like?
It was actually pretty easy. Being one of my best friends and being able to come back into your hometown was really a no-brainer. And trying to do something, make history here was really easy.
So what's your history here in Daytona besides Embry-Riddle? Did you grow up here?
Grew up here, born and raised, went to Atlantic High School, Father Lopez High School, obviously played at Embry-Riddle. So I guess the first 23, 24 years of my life been spent here.
And now you're back here in Daytona Beach as our Director of Player Development at Bethune-Cookman University. Coach, this year there's been so much growth for this team with a lot of adversity. Of course, adversity breeds growth. Who in your mind do you think has grown the most this year?
I got to give a lot of credit to those two seniors, Dave Francis and Armani Collins. With all the ups and downs and adversity we've had this year, their number just wasn't quite getting called earlier in the year. And lately, obviously, they've been stepping up and playing some big minutes for us.
Have they come to you a lot?
They have, yeah. Those guys, all of our guys have done a really good job, I think, putting in that extra effort, film breakdown, getting in the gym. Been really proud of most of our guys doing that.
So before Texas Tech, you said in between that time in your playing career and Texas Tech, you've been a coach at a lot of different stops.
Yeah.
Where all of those been?
I've been in cold Montana, which was great, in Billings. Been in a small town called Lindsborg, Kansas, literally right in the middle of Kansas. And Lubbock, Texas, obviously. And then I was a grad assistant at South Florida before all that got started.
So weather here a little bit different than up in Montana?
Yeah, a little bit different. No negative temps this year.
Well, I've seen it before in just warm-ups and shoot-around that you can hit a 3 or 2. I think you still got a little game in you. See if you can nail one for us.
All right, let's see it.
Here you go.
Here we go. This one's money. Third time's a charm. Come on now. There we go.
He's got it. That's Denver Cobb, our Director of Player Development. Coach, we're excited to have you here at BCU. Appreciate your work.
Thanks, Nolan. Appreciate it.
Stick around to the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. Coming up next, we give you the player's view of what Angel Golden sees on the floor. Stay tuned.
The dance starts here. The 2019 MEAC basketball tournament is back at Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. It's 6 days of non-stop action as your favorite MEAC men's and women's basketball teams battle it out on the court for the right to play in the big dance. Get your tickets today at MEACHoops.com, member institutions, and Ticketmaster. March 11th through the 16th at Scope Arena as the road to the big dance goes through Norfolk.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game, they're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Thanks for joining us today on the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. We're back at historic Moore Gymnasium. We're getting an inside look at one of the most dynamic scorers in Wildcat history, Angel Golden, with us. Angel, it's so much fun watching you because you don't just make a wide open shot. You've got such an ability to create space in the floor. Even when it looks like there's a defender right there in your face and you can't see, somehow ice in your veins, you always hit that last shot for the Wildcats. Have you always been a scorer in your playing career?
Of course.
Yeah?
I've always been a shooter. I'm gonna be a shooter my whole life. I'm always gonna make a way to score.
You've always been able to shoot from distance too?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
You just out there practicing growing up?
Yeah.
All those long threes?
My brothers, you know, they taught me how to shoot, my older brother. Ever since then, I became a killer.
So do you give him credit after the games?
No.
No, not that much credit.
No, not that much. Can't let him get a big head.
But it is fun to watch you out there because you're a smart player. I think sometimes people look at the box score and they see that you score 20-point game, 20-point game. As of this taping, she has 26. It's probably going to be 27, 28 by the time it airs. But you have that ability to, I think it seems like you can see where you want to shoot on the floor maybe before you even get a pass or as soon as you catch the ball. How would you describe your IQ as a basketball player?
I take what the defense gives me. You know, whether they give me an inch or whether they slip up and give me too much space. You know, whatever they give me, I'll take.
How much space do you think you actually need to shoot?
Ooh, really not a lot. Yeah, whether they get their hand right here, like I said, I always make a way whether I got to draw a foul or not.
So what are you looking at if a defender has her hand in your face? What's your viewpoint with your eyes?
If they're too close, I just see like if I can find a way to get by them. If not, my coaches always try to practice to get me to draw fouls. So yeah, that's it.
How do you go about drawing a foul?
You gotta sell it, you know. But you always gotta look at their arm and the way they're playing you. For instance, like if you put your arm here,
yeah,
like right here, I can come up like this. If not, like I do side step, step back, and if they're too close, I just try to fake it, like LeBron or Curry.
I think I would foul out probably 5 minutes trying to guard Angel. How much has your knowledge of the game grown in your 4 years under Vanessa Blair-Lewis?
I think it has grown a lot. You know, as a freshman, you make a lot of mistakes. You know, you're trying to get used to the pace of the game. But over the years, you get used to it. You get in the gym. You watch film with your coaches. Stuff like that really helps.
When do you feel like a turning point in your career was?
I would say my junior year, definitely. Freshman and sophomore year, you know, was iffy. You know, trying to get used to playing. But junior year, I think that's when I started, well, that summer into my junior year, I started really getting in the gym and really taking it serious.
What sparked that?
Just didn't want to be average no more. Like, I wanted to be that player. I wanted to be that go-to player.
Well, Angel, we love watching you on the floor. Let's get the inside look, and I want you to coach me up out here on the floor as to why you're so great on offense. Let's go take a look.
All right.
Just giving you a warning, don't try this at home against Angel. It's probably going to be a bad idea. Okay, so let's start. Let's just go with the ISO right now. All right, so you got the ball. Isolation's called. I'm the defender. And I want to take away, I want to take your right side. Try to take away your right side. I want to make you go this way. What are you doing?
Either I'll be more confident and take you to the left, pull up, try to get to the rim, or my go-to move, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I like to take
Inside
it to
look.
the left.
Yeah.
Behind the back real quick.
Oh.
I use the behind the back a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to try it out on me?
Yeah. You want it?
Yeah.
So I just.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
That is why Angel Golden has 26 20-point ball games. So let's take it where you don't have the ball. So let's say the ball's over here on the wing.
All right.
You're opposite the ball.
Okay.
Over there on the other side.
All right.
What are you looking at on the defense? You've got a lady in front of you, but where are your eyes knowing that the pass is about to come to you at the top of the key? What are you trying to read?
try to read how close they're playing me. What our coach do, she teaches us how to seal up. So if you come over here, be my defender.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people try to play me a little close.
Yeah, they're all on you. They're not going to let you breathe, are they?
What you do, take your right leg, your right arm, you swim, put your elbow, you seal up like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how I get open. Then I go from there.
Then you go from there and you use one of those moves?
Yep. Or if I'll shoot it right back.
That's it. That's probably about 3 feet. That's enough for you.
That's enough. Trust
Think
me.
you can make it right now?
Right now?
Yeah. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I'm finna say,
Camera's
see,
on.
now that,
Let's see what you can do.
see?
Yeah.
I can go blind you right now the way you
You
playing.
probably could. That was it. We just put the graphics out just to make you feel bad that she really couldn't make it over for me right there. Angel, you're a dynamic player. Any one last move for us? Anything you want to show off for the camera?
Nah, I can't tell all my secrets.
Ooh.
Gotta wait till Saturday.
Smart player. Smart player. Angel, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And again, if you haven't seen Angel Golden, find your way to historic Moore Gymnasium. Find your way to Norfolk, Virginia, and Scope Arena to see her and the Lady Wildcats in the 2019 MEAC basketball tournament. Angel, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stick around. We'll flip it over to the men's side. Go with Malik Maitland for how he doesn't score, but how he has such a knack for giving the pass that leads to the score in the game of assists. It's coming up next on the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. Thanks for joining us today in the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insiders. We transition from Angel Golden's scoring ability to Malik Maitland's ability to dish out those dimes and give the pass that leads to a score. Malik, this year you're top 5 in the MEAC, a little bit higher, top 3 in various assist categories, total helpers, assist to turnover ratio. It seems like you've got eyes in the side or the back of your head to find that open Wildcat. Why is it important to rack up assists in a ball game?
Because it's a team sport. We play together and the crowd like it. So once you get the crowd involved and you got everybody involved, it makes the game more fun to play with each other and get the crowd going.
Do you get some enjoyment too when you're able to find an open Wildcat, Latrell Pope or Chantrez Davis for one of those huge flushes?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I guess the whole gym gets crazy, and it's just a blessing to play with those bigs. So.
One of my favorite passes is when you lob the alley-oop. It's so perfect, and then Pope or Davis or Diakite comes crashing in. They give that two-handed flush. As you said, the crowd goes crazy.
Right.
How early do you see an alley-oop on the floor?
I mean, I'm always two steps ahead of the play. So just going out, it's like playing chess or checkers. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta see what's coming, and I always try to be 2 steps ahead of the play. You know, each possession.
Where'd your knowledge of the game come from?
That's a good question. I mean, at an early age, watching my older brother play with Danny Green at St. Mary's, and just learn off of my older brother. So, that's pretty much it.
Hey, you give your brother some credit for your shot, and she said, yeah, but not post-game. She doesn't want to give him too much credit, let him have a big head. You give your older brother some credit post-game?
No, not really, because my older brother, he was a scorer. You know, he is scoring, you know, at 3 level scorer, and he was a shooting guard. He was not no passer. I really don't understand. I just believe that just watching a lot of basketball and playing with older guys, like back in the days, helped me develop a high IQ on and off the court. So I don't give my older brother any credit.
There's no brotherly love here at Bethune-Cookman, man. Sorry about it. But you grew up in New York.
That's
and you
it.
were out there playing on the streets in New York and on the courts out there.
Yeah.
How much did that help you?
It helped me, you know, they say, you know, I always keep this saying, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Just the fact that you gotta have a chip on your shoulder wherever you go. You know, everybody's not gonna give you anything. And playing with Gachos AAU, I was #1 point guard in New York. So I mean, coming over here, I had that chip on the shoulder, and I was #2 1 point guard in class 2015 in the state of Florida. So I mean, I always try to continue getting better each and every day. One of my favorite coaches, one of my favorite sayings is, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So you got to improve in every aspect of your game. So.
How do you think you've improved as a passer this season specifically?
I mean, the numbers doesn't show, but it's always that, like I said, 2 steps ahead of the play. If I'm not making the play, I'm going to put my teammate in that position to make that extra pass. So it's called a hockey assist. Other than that, you know, I keep everything simple. That's pretty much it.
We're going to tell Dan Ryan next year to keep track of all of Malik's hockey assists. Is that what he said?
Hockey assist.
Yeah, the pass that leads to the assist, that leads to the bucket. I think you probably lead the MEAC in those. Well, enough of the talk, like how we did with Angel. We want to go on the floor and see why you're such a dynamic passer, see why you're 2 steps to the game, okay?
Okay, sounds
all right,
good.
let's go check it out. And we managed to keep Angel around. She's going to be the open Wildcat. This would be an incredible combo if Malik and Angel were on the same team. Nobody would beat those two in 2-on-2. Okay? So let's go with reading a man defense.
Right.
Okay? So you're finding your way up the floor,
right,
and I'll be your defender. What's important when it comes to reading a man when you're reading me or any other Wildcats?
Well, everybody has a different, you know, different way how they view the game. The way as a point guard, I view it, I watch your feet, see what way you want to force me to.
Okay.
If you force me high,
Yeah.
you force me to my left,
Yeah?
I'm going to go opposite, because when I go opposite, you have to have, you're not stable enough to make a quick transition.
You don't think I'm stable enough to make a quick transition?
So I always watch your feet. So you go at me this way.
Yeah?
I go this way.
Oh.
And then either I have a layup if the man steps by, or if he's in the gap, I have a kick out to my shooter.
Okay.
Or if they help too high, I have a corner pass, which you know, Pope and Trez be on the block because they are so dominant in the paint.
Okay.
So
I'm going to try to come out and force you high, and let's see if you can find Angel open, okay?
Okay.
Angel, pretend you got a defender on you, but you're locked up, okay? Because they're not going to let you have any breathing room, right? Oh.
Back down. Cash. Oh. That was warm-up shot.
That's tough to defend. Okay. The man can't defend you, so they're going to go to the zone.
Right.
What are you reading here on the zone? Let's see if we can get Cat Eye here for a ball.
So in the zone, you know, you got a lot of zones. You know, you got, you know, all right, 1-3-1.
Pick a zone for me. Tell me what to do. Pick a zone.
2-3.
Okay,
Right,
2-3.
2-3. You got two guys at the elbow. You got 3 guys back there. You want to. The easy way to attack a zone is punching the gap, finding an opening in the gap. So if I come and draw 2, I should kick to my shooter.
Okay.
So, and then, you know, which makes it so great because I have 2 great bigs. like Treasure Pope, which is 6'9", 6'10", they could just catch it in the air. So I could just get two and just throw it at the rim, and they catch it.
All right, Angel, let's see if you can be a big and slash in.
All right, so I'm coming, they in the 2-3. I draw two. Damn!
That is a winning combination.
That's my assist right there.
The Wildcats are off to Norfolk, Virginia for the 2019 MEAC Championship on the shoulders of this guy, a Daytona Beach native, Father Lopez grad, Malik Maitland. Malik, we appreciate you, man. It's fun watching you out there.
Thanks for having me.
Got a little bit more coming your way here on the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. Stick with us. And we appreciate you joining us today in the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider. We hope you got a better look and a better understanding of what makes Angel Golden, Malik Maitland, and Denver Cobb so special for the Wildcats. And we're going to sign it out with a recap of the sweep of the Rattlers in Tallahassee. I'm Nolan Alexander. We'll see you next time on the BCU Wildcat Basketball Insider.